Hi YouTube, it's Renee. I finished my Las Vegas album and I thought I'd show you what I have left and share some of my pages. I used all of the Highline except for a few scraps. And then I also had to add some paper, so there was this ledger on the back in a polka dot black, and I just have a few scraps of that, a few scraps of black cardstock. I used a little bit of that the Dear Lizzie pack, the bokehs, and the circles. I had to go into my DIY Simple Stories and use some paper, so I've got a few scraps of that left. Just have one little scrap of this My Mind's Eye, a little teeny scrap of this Highline paper, a little tiny scrap of this My Mind's Eye vellum, a couple little scraps of the Oh Darling vellum, one little scrap of the hearts from the Maggie Holmes. I had to add some gold into the album. I had this in my stash. My kids' high school colors were gold and black, so I had a lot of gold and black. So I pulled that from my stash. I've got about half a page of the Beach Babe, kind of the flocked acetate dots. I have half a sheet left of, this is from the DIY Simple Stories. And then I have some full sheets of those Maggie Holmes that I picked out. They didn't quite work as good as I thought they were going to use. I didn't use the cameras. I didn't use the I Love You. And I had an extra sheet of bokeh there. They didn't quite work out as much as I expected. And then I had that craft, I just didn't use it, and then I just pulled 2 extra for the gold. So that's what I have for scraps. And then I just use, on every page to tie it together, I use this Delusions Marble Black and the Heidi Swapp Gold Lame. And I inked all the edges with the black suit Tim Holtz Distress ink, just to tie all the papers together. So that's it for the papers. Next, I thought I would show you what I have left of the embellishments, and I actually used a ton of stuff. I'm pretty proud of myself. From this pack here, the Capture Waterfall, I didn't use any of the letter stickers, but I used, probably about half the cards. These are the ones I have left. There's another green one. I think it's under this one. Yep. So I used some of them. I used quite a bit of the stickers, and I used quite a bit of the labels. For the chipboard, almost this whole sheet is gone. There's a few individuals here. And the same with this one. For the sticker pack, I've used almost all of this up. And then, again with the other sticker sheet, almost all used. And I had a second sticker sheet. I didn't use any of it. I was thinking maybe I would give it away at some point. Or, I don't know, use it on another project. I don't know. But I just didn't feel like breaking into it for whatever reason. And then I used quite a bit of the letters for most of my titles. I didn't use this sheet at all. It just didn't seem to go, even though we had kind of a lovey-dovey theme going. I tried using these. I used one, but it didn't really show up, so I kind of gave up on those. What else? I used quite a bit of these. I used a tiny bit of stripe. And then I used quite a bit of this tape. It came from Target. That one was from the Fresh Bob, not so much of that one. I ended up using these letters on a couple layouts. And these words, those are from Prima. I had these Amy Tan, these are +1, with the different sayings. I ended up using about half of those. They just seem to go really good. I used, I think, 3 or 4 maybe 3 of the Studio Calico badges. I ended up adding these in and using 2 out of the 3. I ended up using all those little gold arrows. I added these in because I saw these at Joann's and their Hey Boy, and it was just seemed to be perfect about my husband using my husband doing the sky jump, which I'll show you later. I didn't end up using any of these, but I used all of the labels. I ended up using a little badge that was on my new Freckle Fawn kit. And look at all the packages. I used up all Freckle Fawn stuff. And I used quite a bit of the Highline. In fact, this is all that is left of those die cuts. Not very much at all. And then a couple sequins. And yeah, I used a lot of stuff, so I'm really proud of me. Got a lot of stuff used, so I'm going to show you the album up next. Thanks. So here's the title page of my album, and I think I forgot to show that I used up all of the remaining Pebbles Polaroid frames that I had from my Michigan trip. I used some of those Highline letters, some of the Freckle Fawn little asterisks. A lot of these are stickers and papers from the Highline kit. So that is the first page. And this is just talking about, it's a really bad selfie, but my husband and I have been married for 23 years on August 31st, and I got married at 23, so I've been married half my life to this guy. So just some close-ups. The next page is that gold matte paper that I saw. Oh, the chic tags, I loved it. I saw Jenny McGarvey use it. And this is just another, again, really bad selfie of my husband and I on the plane. And a little geotag showing where Las Vegas is. I could have put one on Minneapolis too, but it just didn't seem like too much there. And then I used a whole package of these stars. And the Here We Go from the Amy Tan. So that one was really quick and easy, and I really like how it turned out. It's a little more simple page. And then this one is, I think I showed another page maybe earlier of when we went to Re-Raw, when I was using up my Felicity Jane kit. But this is Scenic Road paper, I think. And Highline, and just more of that Amy Tan and the sequins and stuff from the Highline kit. And I just kind of drew a circle around, not a circle, I guess, drew lines around to make a grid. And I really like how that came out. That's pretty simple, and that's just saying how my husband has never met an Irish pub he doesn't like. So that. And if you notice down here, this stamp here with the date, that is Heidi Swap. I love how it's her writing and then the date. The next one is a 2-pager. Seriously, this happened because we got upgraded to a suite in the Delano. I just use a lot of those acrylic flowers and those orange hearts that I showed you, and it pops them up, and then that's that washi tape and those little Freckle Fawn little squares. I kind of turned them to make like diamonds. So this is just showing like our view in the bed. We had 2-room suite, and here is my husband. And then they left this for because it was our anniversary. So oh yeah, upgraded. Just kind of talking about upgraded, more of the die cuts, and this happened. It's a pretty nice suite actually. We were booking a great room suite, and then they upgraded us to the 2-room suite in the Delano, which was just opening up. It was rebranded under a new name, I guess.